Good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm back because guess what? It is Christmas time, and I'm so excited to be here with you this morning. Today is Wednesday, December 14th, and I am pumped. Are you pumped? I'm so excited because the only thing I asked this year for Christmas was to come back to be with you for story time and to have Santa Claus join us. And guess what? I was so good this year because I brushed my teeth, I took my vitamins, I stretched, and I practiced the alphabet. And Santa Claus said, yes, I have my magic phone back and waiting for the call. And we are going to have a visit with Santa this morning. Not only that, but we are going to have some questions answered. But first things first, I want to start out by saying thank you so much for all the love and support and friendship that you guys have given me. And I need to shout out all the names that I sent to the North Pole. Are you ready? I'm going to do it really fast. And don't forget, this is an interactive show. If you want to comment and you want to say hello, like Jerry Reesby, all the way from Texas. Good morning, Jerry. My Aunt Cecilia is here. Hi, Aunt Cecilia. Look at this. Guys, I even brought the Beginner's Guide to the Universe in case we have time. But right now, we have to worry about Santa getting on. I'm waiting for the call, the magic ring. I'm going to listen for it. And then we're going to bring Santa Claus on. But if you have anyone that wants to say hello to Santa and you just put their name in the comments, it's going to be perfect. I am so pumped right now. Did you guys see that Santa Claus was on my flyer again this year? I feel really special because if you remember, he was here last year and the year before that and the year before that. And he sent me all these cool pictures from the North Pole with the reindeer. It's amazing. I feel pretty lucky. I'm not going to lie. Well, I wouldn't lie because then I'd go straight to the naughty list. And we don't want to do that. Nobody wants to be on the naughty list. You know who's usually on the naughty list? It's Rusty. You know why? Because he got a hold of my Squishmallow that was given to me by Liliana and Melanie all the way from Massachusetts so long ago. So I'm going to start out by sending everybody a hug because I know we love to send hugs every time we're on story time. I'm so excited. I'm filled with the Christmas spirit. But are you ready? Okay, these are the names I sent. I'm going to go really super fast. So if you don't hear your name, you could just send it to me in the comments. But I need to make a special shout out to Mrs. O's class. That's right, Oliver Street School in Newark. Mrs. O and Mrs. J, they are definitely on the nice list, along with Ryan and Allison, TJ and DJ and Lewis, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, August and Saturn and Luca, Lucia and Mia, Jax Lennon, Nina Starr, Mark McCartney, Leah and Kristen from Johnstown, PA, Holland and Austin, Brianna, Lily, Shay, Alex and Hannah Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper and Tori, Luke, Robbie, Kristen, Kenneth, Liam, Harper, Tiffany, Emerson and Ollie. Oh, Emerson and Ollie, guess what book I have here? Maybe not for today, but look, this is the book that your dad illustrated. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, look who's back. It's Dominic. My ears do hang low and they wobble to and fro. Actually, they're my pigtails. And then we have Lillian Hunter. We've got Colin. We've got Jordan, Aaliyah, Josie, Paisley, Presley, Liam, Vinny and Joseph, Maggie, Isaac, Peyton, Gavin, Patrick, Liliana, and Melanie. That's who gave me the Squishmallow. Jane, Liam, and David, Harper, Blake, Nathan, Aurora, Ariana, William. Wow, I love all these names. Giovanni, Grace, Jonathan, Kaylee, Callie, Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett, Grace, and Claire. Ooh, Juliet, Regina, Madison, Jamie, Tripp, Joseph, Maggie, Hannah, Angela, Riley, Olive, Allie, Andrew, Lena and Sabino, Deanna, Daria, Dawn, and Mary, Jack, Serena, Sawyer, Jane, and Liam, Byron, Kayla, Genevieve, Finn, Fletcher, Anzor, and Kai. Hi, Anzor and Kai. I heard you have a new baby in your family. I'm so excited. If you guys are here and you want to maybe give me their name, that'd be great. Patrick and Nico. Oh, hi. Ellie, Kate from the UK. Vee and Izzy, Carly and Courtney, my daughters, Jabia, Max, and Luca from Germany. Wow, Jake and Maddie, William, Emma, Liv, Blake, Sophia, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas, Isabella. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Fifi, Little Joe, Haley, Viviana, and Bethany, Autumn and Caden, Penelope Rose, aka Penny. Hi, Penny. Bella, AJ, and Angelo, Bailey, Michaela, and Tony, Ace, Ara, and Amber, Thomas, and Alec, Penelope, Snow, Layla, and Evie, Nikki, Leo, Sufane, Mashi, Vishaka, Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Bunch, and Olivia, Rose, my niece, Marin, my goddaughter, Molly, Jane Storm, Allie, Emily, Marcella, Jake, Kaylin, Pierre, Juliana. The list goes on and on. That's a lot of names. So if you have a name that needs to go to the North Pole, all you have to do is write it in here. It'll be breaking news. I'm telling you right now, it's a roller coaster ride of names. But it's okay because Santa knows. Santa knows if you've been naughty or nice. And for the most part, anyone that watches Storytime has definitely been nice. Bartholomew, what do you think? Remember our social distancing buddy, Bartholomew? He is here to hear the call. And my mom is here. Good morning, Mom. How are you? That's my mom. To all the moms out there, they're going through the hustle and bustle. This is the Christmas hustle. And we are going to bring out... Hello? Yes? It's one of Santa's elves. Okay. I'll tell him. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Oh, and no peanut butter cookies because of allergies? You got it. All right, great. Thanks so much. Santa's going to be out in 30 seconds, you guys. Guess who else is here? Omer. Oh, my gosh, Omer. Hey, Jim Tomlinson, all the way from California. Oh, my mom says hi to Bartholomew. That's great. I am so excited. In any moment, should I put my hat on? Maybe I should put my hat on. Oh, my gosh. I got to get ready. Okay. How do I sound? Me. I don't know. Oh, I'm so nervous. Santa Claus, I'm so excited. All right. Are you guys ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Donna Vee. Good to see you.
So good to see you, Santa. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, I would not have missed this for all the peppermint sticks and holly berries in the world.
Thank you so much. We're so appreciative that you're taking time out of your very busy schedule to say hello to the Storytimers.
Well, we go back a long way, the Storytimers, and you and I, and then it's just a nice break for me because we've been very busy. By the way, I don't know if everybody knows this, but we're starting to load the sleigh. Today's Wednesday, Friday morning. We begin to load the sleigh. And it's not the old sleigh, then the 8 tiny reindeer and the little old driver and all that. No. We have a sleigh now. I'm trying to think. I think we have 37 elves on the sleigh with me.
That's a lot of elves.
Well, that is a lot of elves. And then there's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Dunder. Dunder, by the way, Dunder Blitzen. Not Donner. Everybody goes, oh, look, it's Donner.
They called me that my whole life.
Well, now you know it's Dunder. Dunder means thunder.
Ooh.
And Blitzen means lightning. So Rudolph is at the front, because it's contractual.
Rudolph.
It's contractual. And so he's at the front. And then Dunder and Blitzen are right behind him. And they're the power. They're the ones that pull the sleigh and we left and right and all that good stuff. But I have to tell you, so if all the story time, boys and girls, moms and dads, grandmas, grandpas, adults in charge of whomever, yourself, I hope, Dunder, Blitzen, you'll make them very happy. You really will. You really will. Thunder, lightning. Just think thunder, lightning.
I love that.
No, now you know.
I can't wait to tell everybody I see because I love to spread Christmas cheer.
Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely. So we have them, and then we have a 10th reindeer this year. We do. We have Olive.
Olive.
And she's been in the song all these years. Olive, the other reindeer.
Oh, Santa. Are
Oh,
you being serious or are you pulling my elf leg?
Well, we do have Olive, and sometimes she joins us, and sometimes she doesn't. But she keeps all the lads moving in the same direction.
I'm
She
so
does.
excited. So I'm coming to you live from Nutley, and it's
I
good to know that
know.
Nutley and Bloomfield, I'm in the area of Belleville and Montclair, Glenridge, that all the kids in this area know that
Yes.
I can get a signal to the North Pole. So that's amazing.
Well, we beam that right to you, my dear. I mean, the elves, they like set it up, and you know what? It's so good now because we don't have to send Alfred, who's an elf. We don't have wrapped in aluminum foil anymore and just pointing to Nutley. Because
Okay.
we used to, initially we had to do that, but not anymore because they have satellites. They have all these.
Yeah.
You beam off the satellites.
And Long Island, you could reach Long Island and Queens. You could reach everywhere.
We can. Staten Island.
It's amazing.
Montauk.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
It even amazes me. It really does.
Listen what my mom said. Santa is pulling your elf bow instead of my leg.
I get it.
He's a funny one. She's a funny one.
Oh, Mom.
So I have some questions from
Yes.
kids.
I love questions. Go ahead.
Okay, let me get my questions out. Here we go. I wrote it on the back of my list.
Yes.
Santa.
Yes.
If I don't have a chimney, how do you get into my house? That is from Penny.
Oh, Penny. Okay. All right. So Penny, Santa carries a key, and I'm going to bring it up nice and close to the camera so you can see this. This is the key for this year. The elves just gave me this key. So if you look at it, the teeth to the key. Do you see what that says?
It says 25.
Yes, 25, because Christmas is on the 25th. All right. Now, so this is the key. If you do not have a chimney, fear not, children. We will get into your home if we are welcome. And if you'd like us to. Now, we just can't walk into anybody's house and just, just be like, hey, hi, how are you? We can't do that. We can't. But if you welcome Santa into your home with this key and you don't have a chimney, or you have like an old chimney and it doesn't work anymore, or
a plug-in.
A plug-in, which looks lovely.
Yeah.
But it's a little tough to get down. So we have the key, and I always carry the key on my belt. Now, here's my dilemma. Good word. Dilemma. Let's see. Here's because it's not a problem, but here's the query that I have. All right. Look here. Do you see the reindeer?
Yes.
All right. So the elves this year, very fancy, and then they put a reindeer there. So I'm wearing the key. And all of a sudden, Dasher comes up to me, and Dasher says to me, Santa. And I say, yes, Dasher. And he says, I'm on the key. How do I look? And I was like, oh, you look lovely. You look very handsome. You look very strong. Thank you so much for being on my key. It's wonderful. Congratulations.
Right.
Okay. So then Prancer comes up, and Prancer says to me, Santa, check out the key. I'm on the key. And I was like, yes, you are. So I went to the elves, and Phineas is the elf that's in the barn. He takes care of all the reindeer, makes sure that. And I went to Phineas and I said, Phineas, come here. Which reindeer is this? And he giggled, as only Phineas could giggle. And he said to me, well, Santa, it's not any one reindeer. It's just a reindeer. It's not Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Dunder, Blitzen. It's not Rudolph. And I said, well, then what do I say? So I want to ask the boys and girls and everyone who's listening, what should I tell the reindeer? Because, I was walking from the reindeer barn into my office this morning. What did Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen and Comet came up to me, and they came running up, And they were like, hey, I'm on the key. And then Comet said, no, I'm on the key. And I said, no, boys, calm down. Everybody's on the key. And they're like, no, there's not. There's only one reindeer there, and it's me. So off they went, and in I came to see you. What do I say to the reindeer? I don't know what to say.
Well, I'm going to guess, Santa.
Yes.
That a long time ago, you told me a story about how when you see someone you love in someone else's eyes, why don't you tell them that story?
All right. So a lot of little boys and girls will go up to someone like their grandfather or maybe their father or an uncle or something and say, I saw you dressed as Santa Claus, and which is, and of course they're like, oh no, not me. And now, so and they've told me this. And then the elves on shelves and menches on benches, they've all come and they've told me. And so I said, well, what boys and girls don't realize is if they love someone very much, if they love someone very, very, very much, if they see someone like Santa or one of Santa's helpers, and they look like their dad, their grandpa, their dee-dah, their uncle, that's because they love them, and they see that love being reflected back through that Santa's eyes, either the helper
Brilliant.
or even me. I mean, even I've had people come up and say, you look just like, and I'm like, oh, and I giggle and I say, well, and then I tell them that story. So it's a reflection of love.
I love that. So I think you've answered your own question. You just tell the reindeer, if you love that you are on my key, then guess what? You are on my key.
Oh, that would work, wouldn't it?
That would totally work because you could get away with telling all the reindeer that.
Oh, you've solved a big dilemma for me.
I'm a problem solver.
Thank you. Problem solver.
I'm your Earth elf. I'm down here. I'm not at the North Pole, and I'm here to help you.
I like that. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, I have another question.
Yes.
I have a question from a little girl in Pennsylvania, and her name is Tracy.
Tracy. Good morning, Tracy.
And her birthday's coming up soon.
Happy birthday to you.
I love it. So her question, she's got a two-part question.
Two-parter.
I'm sure you know. She's written you many letters.
All the time. Yes. And always has two parts. Like she'll say Santa, and then subparagraph 3. She'll probably grow up to be a lawyer one day, and which is a good thing. Go ahead.
So she wants to know, would you like milk or eggnog?
Ooh.
If there's a cookie preference, and what about the reindeer? So maybe we can go over a little bit about what to leave out on Christmas Eve, and why she said, why did she have to stay asleep? Why did she have to stay asleep?
Absolutely. All right. So milk or eggnog? I'm an eggnog kind of guy. Now, you know what I've been trying? It's called nog, and it's just nog, and it's almond milk. And I know we can get into the whole thing about the almonds, but the almonds don't mind. And it's an almond milk, and it has no eggs in it. And no dairy. It's it's rather tasty, and I must admit, with a little nutmeg sprinkled on top, tastes just like eggnog. It really does. So, but I'm very grateful for whatever anyone leaves me. So if you leave me milk, I'm going to drink it. If you leave me eggnog, I am most grateful. If you leave me a cup of water with an ice cube in it, I'm pretty happy for that too.
Hydrating is important.
Oh, hydrating is very important because we're up there and the wind is blowing and oh my goodness. And then as far as cookies go, everyone says to me, "What's your favorite cookie, Santa?" And I must admit, if I'm pushed, I'm going to say oatmeal raisin. All right.
I'm writing this down. You got it. Oatmeal raisin.
However, all the round ones.
All the round ones.
Oh,
Santa.
So if you put out a cookie, usually your favorite cookie is my favorite cookie.
I love that.
So there it is. So and it's so sweet and so kind that all the boys and girls go, no, Santa, what's your favorite cookie? Well, it's usually the cookie that your mom or your grandmom or your big sister or that you make. If you make Santa cookies, that's my favorite cookie.
As long as they're made with love.
Absolutely. And maybe a chocolate chip or two.
Maybe a chocolate chip or two.
All right. And then the third
so
question was the reindeer. Well, the oat glitter feed that people put down on the ground. We don't always get to that, and it just plays havoc with Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. And guess who's sitting behind them? I mean, I just want to say, so a good carrot is always appreciated by those four-legged beasts. A good carrot, and otherwise I'm picking glitter off me for weeks. And
I'm sure that you do that already up at the North Pole.
Absolutely. All right, next question.
So the last question I have from Tracy is, it's an important one.
Oh, it's a two-parter. I forgot. Go ahead.
Why is it so important for kids to stay asleep when Santa visits? It's a question I've seen from other people, but I figured it's a good one.
It is a good one. And people try all the time to catch me. They do. They set cameras up and they do. And I'll come in and they're asleep on their couch. And now a couple things. We do send the elves down first to make sure that everything is okay. If you have a dog, now the best thing if you have a dog, the best thing that you could do on Christmas Eve is, go up to your dog and like one of the dogs that we have at the North Pole is Cha-Cha, and she's a Havanese. She's just 8 pounds. She's a delight. But even, I'll say to Cha-Cha before I leave, now don't forget I'm coming back. So don't bark because we don't want to wake up the house. And that's the best thing that you could do is you could say, Santa's coming, don't bark.
I love that.
And then we come down the chimney and or through the door because we have the key.
That's right.
And what we'll do is we do have a little red sack of dog treats if we have to. But I saw those. I may have to invest in.
You may have to because then you could avoid.
I saw that
trauma.
Poor Squishmallow.
Maybe I'll leave it under the tree and one of the elves could sew it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, anyway, and then we take care of things that way. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to catch us, because if you catch us now, especially now, you have to make us breakfast. Yes. Now that might sound like fun, but it's me. It's 37 elves. And it's all the reindeer. Now, the last thing you want is a bunch of reindeer walking through your home. I mean, you just don't want that because they're not really house trained, 1. 2, the elves, they bounce off things. They bounce all over the place. And they don't have the best, shall we say, table manners.
Yeah, I bet you they don't.
They don't. So it would leave, and they love waffles and they love pancakes. And then they love whipped cream on top of that and Skittles on top of that. And then usually chocolate chips on top of the Skittles. Oh my goodness.
That is like one of my favorite books. If you give a pig a pancake.
Yes. Well, this is if you give an elf a Skittle. All right.
Oof.
We should write that.
We should write that book. I'm going to make a note about that. And then I love stories, and that's what story time is all about.
Yes.
And I have to ask you a favor.
Yes.
Would you read us a story?
Oh, may I? Yes.
Or tell us a story?
Oh, well, I could do either one.
Whatever you prefer.
Now, the elves ran these in. They ran in, and I know we don't have time for them all, but they said to me, Ms. Donna is going to want you to read a story. So I've Santa Mouse. Which is a favorite story. And then I have the Christmas Elfie contest.
Whoa.
All right. because people will come up to me and they'll say, Santa, can we take a selfie? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm sorry, you cannot. And they're like, oh, why? And I'm like, because being the head elf, you can take an elfie.
Whoa.
And then I have my favorite. 'Twas the night before Christmas. And then I have a story that is older. Well, it's not 1,752 years old.
It's a golden book.
But it's remember, well, no, you
You
don't.
used to bring them to me, Santa.
Yes. And they're the little golden books.
I love those books.
And so I have Santa's Toy Shop. So you pick.
Oh, man. Let's see if anybody in the comments wants to pick a story.
Okay. All right. We could do that.
We could do that. We could do The Night Before Christmas, an Elfie. We could do the Golden Book. I want to see if anyone's going to write anything. I love the other questions while we're waiting. Are the elves diabetic? Oh, my goodness.
No. Fit as fiddles, madam. Fit as
fiddles.
No, not at all. A little snarky sometime, but never diabetic. No.
Oh, we have a vote in, and the first person to respond is my Aunt Cecilia, who's a huge fan.
Oh, I know Aunt Cecilia.
You know Aunt Cecilia.
Yes, I do.
The Golden Book.
The Golden Book.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then that
is
what we're doing.
To go to the spa on Christmas Eve. Oh, Tracy.
You know what? Tracy, I don't know what Mrs. Claus does on Christmas Eve. I really don't. And you may or may not know this, but we don't start at the North Pole. No, we don't.
Where do you
start and end? This is so we can get the whole time thing right on Christmas Island. Now, go to a map, look up Christmas Island, and you'll see where it is. And then you'll see it's sort of right in the middle of all the time zones. So we're actually going at the same time that we're coming into other places. So that allows us and that we go at about a Mach 8. That allows us to get to where we need to be before we get to where we need to finish.
Wow.
Yes.
That is
a mouthful.
Is it near the Land of Misfit Toys?
Oh, no, but we always stop by the Land of Misfit Toys, and we don't call them that anymore. We just call them, they've changed, what is it? I don't know. The elves told me, but they're not misfits. Yes, Aunt Cecilia, Mrs. Claus is probably catching up on laundry.
I would say the Land of Toys that embrace their differences.
I like that. I'm going to tell them that. Them that. All right.
All right, so, you ready?
I am
Here we go.
All right. And I took off my gloves, and it's a little chilly up here. Everybody wants to know, why are you wearing a hat and gloves? Because it's gosh darn cold at the North Pole.
Oh, I bet.
All right. So this was written, believe it or not, in 1931. Who knew? All right, and it's called Santa's Toy Shop. Way up in the north, in the land of ice and snow, a cozy little house, and beside the front door hangs a neat little sign that says S. Claus. Because that's who lives there. Santa.
Oh, I love it.
And we've added a few rooms on, but it looks pretty much like that. It does.
That's original construction in the 30s.
That is the original construction. All right. So, and in the train department and in the game building department, there's those little scamps.
Oh, they're so cute.
Well, they are. They can be. I mean, they can be. I just wish that they'd pick up their Legos. They have to test them out. They say, and I'll say to them, why? Because who ends up walking on them in the dark, middle of the night. And I'll say, oh, peppermint sticks and holly berries. Well, I'm walking on these Legos. Why is that happening? And they'll say to me, Santa, we had to test them out. And I'm like, well, trust me, they work fine on the bottom of my feet.
Learn to pick up your toys, kids.
That's it. You have to. And dozens of departments up and down the halls Happy little Christmas elves, and busy all year long making toys and trying out toys. So everyone is busy at Santa's toy shop, but Santa is busy most of all. He shows the doll makers how to paint smiles. Now, if everyone out there can just give us their best smile. So there's that. And personally, I love the illustrations. I really do. And here's a little Easter egg. Here's a little fun fact. Here, do you see what the blocks say? Let me see. How can I do this? There. Do you see what the blocks say?
No, I can't see them. What do they say?
They say Santa's toys. If you
Wow.
Look, yes. A little Easter egg.
I love that, a little Easter egg.
I'll take a day off soon, said Santa, and play. But letters keep coming from boys and girls every day wanting talking dolls and cowboy boots and rocket ships and rocking horses and fireman suits. I'm just too busy. Santa sometimes says, I'll never have time to play with all these toys. And most of the children have been so good. And of course, they're on the good list. We'll talk about that before I leave. Santa has to do his best to please them. So the days whiz by in Santa's toy shop. And soon it's Christmas Eve again, and Santa still has not played with a single toy. Well, I guess you could feel sorry for me, but you don't have to. You really don't.
It must be hard to resist, though.
Well, every once in a while, when everybody goes to bed, I'll set up the trains. That's one of my favorites. Just let them go around. One of the myriad of Christmas trees that we have. Oh, jumping jack, says Santa Claus. Last Christmas Eve, and Mrs. Claus buttoned up his warm red coat and said, now I have to give all those toys away, and I never will get to try them out. Santa almost scowled, which means showed a grumpy face. But Mrs. Claus whispered something into Santa's ear, and he left chuckling to himself. Oh, wonderful idea, the reindeer heard him say, as they waited at the door, hitched up to the heaped sleigh.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes, and you can figure out who all the reindeer are here. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Dunder, Blitzen.
Looks like an overstuffed pie.
It is. It's like a big old overstuffed pie. That's all night long. Around the world they flew, and Santa dropped down chimneys with a load of toys, or slipped indoors or windows where chimneys didn't fit. So there you go.
How beautiful.
That looks like Omaha, I think. I think that's Omaha. In the old days. The load grew lighter and lighter in the sleigh as they went, and at last Santa Claus was slipping down the last chimney at the very last house on his list. And there he found a Christmas tree all set up, and he put the final touches on it and lit all the lights.
Oh,
I do that. I do that. See, now there's back in the old days, I would take one elf with me. Now we have 37. But the sleigh's bigger,
The population's larger too.
Yes. And there's more kids. Well, that's because of the portal. We have the portal, and the like. Once, for instance, we'll come to Nutley, and we'll have all the presents for Nutley, and then when we hang that right to go to Bloomfield, then all the presents for Bloomfield will show up. It's magical.
Wow.
It's definitely magical. Otherwise, I think we would be like this the whole time. I don't know. He found a plate of cookies and a glass of milk, and with a note that said, for dear Santa. So he sat himself down and had himself a bit of lunch. Then he unpacked the toys as he always does. But he did not hustle right away. No. Not this time, no.
Oh, I love that picture.
Isn't that
It looks like
great?
my house.
Yes. Well, I noticed that chimney this morning. Just do me a favor. Don't have a fire in it a couple hours prior to.
Will
I
not do it, Santa.
thank you. Because you know that landing last time was it was a scorching superhero landing. It really was.
I don't want to soup.
However, my trousers were pressed, so thank you. Here we go. And Santa had tried every Christmas toy. Back he flew, and with a magical sleigh to Mrs. Claus. So what he did at that last visit was he sat there and he set up the electric train. Usually I'll just leave them, but I thought, well, I'm finished. So I set up the train and I watched it speed around through the tunnels. And then I watched the remote control airplane and car, and I zipped those around the house. And then I played with Legos. Don't tell anybody.
I won't tell.
But I didn't leave them out for anybody to walk on.
That's what's so good about you, Santa. You're so considerate.
When Santa tried every Christmas toy, back he flew to his magical sleigh to Mrs. Claus. Ho, ho, ho! Never have I had so much fun, he said to Mrs. Claus. I did as you suggested and stopped and relaxed at the last house. And he whispered the children's names in her ear. So there.
Sun's coming up. You better get out of there.
I know. Do you think he might pick your house as the last house next year? Ho, 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 ho. We'll see. You never know. So that is what I do now. I'll take the last house before we go back to Easter or to Christmas Island, and then I'll just sort of relax and look at everything and be very grateful.
Gratitude is great. Appreciation.
Very grateful that we're able to do the things that we do. All right, so there's that story.
Oh, Frank Simon is here too from Palm Coast, Florida.
Oh, I bet it's warmer in Palm Coast, Florida than it is at the North Pole or even in Nutley, New Jersey this morning.
I bet it is. My aunt said, thank you for reading that book. I have another question, Santa.
Yes.
So what is it about Christmas that we can do to talk about to the boys and girls that say, I don't have a job. I have nothing I can buy. I have nothing to give. I know my answer, but I want to know what Santa Claus says.
Well, people ask me that all the time, and I don't think, although it's fun to give gifts and to get gifts, but I think the best gift that you can give someone is a smile. I really, really, really do. And sometimes that's hard. That's a hard thing because maybe you're not feeling like smiling, but smiles, are very contagious.
They are.
And if I smile at you, you're gonna smile at me.
Yeah.
And then the load is not so heavy,
Yeah.
And then you make the best of what you have, and you be grateful that you have each other.
Yep.
And that you're a unit of whatever your family unit can be. And things, and listen for the bell. So many people don't hear the bell anymore.
I know.
And that's the bell. Right, exactly. And I'll have now I'm Santa, so I have bells in my pockets and everything else. And I can hear the bells all the time, and I'll walk up on people, and you would be amazed. People go, "Oh, Santa," and I'm like, "You didn't hear the bell?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "Ooh, not good." And I'm like, "Well, you do believe in Santa?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, I guess." I'm like, I guess.
Right to your face? They'll say it right to you?
Well, the older you get, there's a lot of things on your mind and on your heart, and sometimes you forget that. So it's good to, it starts with a smile. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Yeah, playing Christmas music can help. Singing songs can help.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh,
I had the pleasure, and we won't do a shameless plug, but I had the pleasure of flipping the switch on at a local station that plays Christmas music all the
local
time.
to me or at the North Pole?
Well, you know what? Local to you also. If oh, see, now you're going to make me do the whole shameless plug thing. But I'll send it's. I won't tell you that it's B101 on the Odyssey app. I won't tell you that.
I heard about that.
Yes, yes, and there's also the Santa Show, Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. And I won't tell you that either, but it's
We got to tell the kids.
okay. Well, if you, and the Odyssey app is a free download, and you can download, ask your parents or the adult in charge of you. Don't do it to their phone, because they, you know, but yes. So if you download the Odyssey app, B101, and I'm there every night, 6 to 8 p.m., and you can call in and I'll answer back, and it's fun.
It's so nice that the elves can take over so much of the work that you actually can get out and do something for yourself.
Well,
Because I know
usually,
you love doing that.
you know, they have the whole thing set up here. It's a, I mean, it looks like you know, oh, the weather outside is fun, and but it's this huge studio of elves and lights and recording gizmos, and you know, I just come in and they're like, Santa, sit here. All right, put on
It's a magical snow globe.
Yeah. Oh, I have one of those.
You do?
I do. Wait 1 second.
I'll wait 1 second.
Let me get that. That's one of my favorites. All right.
I love snow globes.
There. You see that?
I see it.
And look, it's me.
It's you. I love that, Santa.
Yes. So and it sings.
I love it. Is that your favorite Christmas song?
It is. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
So Santa's favorite Christmas song is "We Wish You a Merry Christmas."
Yes.
He loves eggnog. He
Yes.
loves round cookies, maybe with a chocolate chip in.
One or two.
And yeah, 1 or 2. And is there anything else you want to tell the boys and girls before you have to get back to preparing for Christmas Eve?
Oh, okay. Well, you know, the one thing that I do want to tell, everybody's worried about the nice and naughty list. It's fluid. It goes back and forth. So, you know, they'll come up to me and they'll say, am I on the naughty list? And I'll say to them, well, do you think you're on the naughty list? And they'll go, ooh, maybe. And I said, well, if you maybe are, then you can maybe get off the naughty list and get on to the nice list. Right?
How do you do it? Tell me.
Well, how do you do it? It's again, you be a good listener. You pick up your clothes in your room and make your bed. How hard is that to make? I have all the elves. What do we have? 8,000 elves. Every single morning they make their bed. They have to. Because I'm certainly not going to make it for them.
That would be a lot of beds to make.
That's a lot of hospital corners, I want to tell you right now, you know. So, you know, make your bed, be nice to each other, do some chores, help somebody out, help your mom, help your dad, help your grandma, you know.
Yep, whoever is there helping you.
The lady next door, help the lady next door. Walk your dog, because your dog's not going to walk himself. I mean, it's true.
True.
I mean, they will, but they'll get in all. It's like the reindeer. I mean, if you let them out of that by themselves, they'll run amok. They will. I mean, they will.
Really.
They just will. You know.
So Frank Simon wants to know.
Yes.
How does your sleigh work in Florida when it's 72 degrees out?
Oh, Frank, we have air conditioning for one. I mean, the whole thing we encapsulate, you know, and then the air comes on. So I look fresh as a daisy, and Dasher Dancer, off we go. And if truth be told, Frank, I do very little steering anymore. Everything is plugged into a
An
navigator.
EPS, an elf.
That's what and Elfin GPS and I don't even know where we're going first this year. Everybody wants to know. I was talking to the BBC and they said, "Where will Santa go first this year?" Because they want me to say, "Well, I'm coming to jolly old England," and I will, but I don't know. It's a secret. It's a secret.
So that's good. Okay. All right. Well, we have time for a few more questions, or if you want to read one more of your books, that's up to you, Santa.
Oh, you know what we could do?
Tell me.
We could play a game. You and I could play
I love games.
All right. And I have this, and it's a cube. It's a Santa cube. All right.
Okay.
There it is. So and being a cube, it's got different questions on each side. So here is the first question. If Santa got stuck in your chimney, what would you do?
Ooh, I would get some jelly out of my refrigerator and I would squirt it up there so that he could slide out easier. Or maybe peanut butter.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Might be a little messy on the fur, but if it gets me out, I'm okay with that.
Exactly.
All right. What do you think? And this, we could have people maybe write in and say, and then we can talk about it next year. Ooh. What do you think Santa's house looks like? So that's something. What do you think Santa's house looks like? Oh, you're pretty close. Oh.
I definitely am a wannabe elf all the time, Santa.
Well, you know what? That works for me. If you could give Santa a present, what would it be, Donna Vee?
What would it be?
Yes.
I would give him a hug, a smile, and a thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're the best.
Thank you. No, this was fun. This was absolutely lots of fun. Oh, I have elf jokes.
Oh, I want to hear some elf jokes.
All right.
I have to hear some elf jokes.
We will send it out with elf jokes. Here we go.
We're going to send it out with elf jokes. I love that.
Ready? What kind of music do elves listen to?
What kind of music do elves listen to? I don't know, Santa. What kind of music do elves listen to?
Rap music.
Oh my God.
With a W. Rap music.
Rap music with a W.
Now, why do elves make such good listeners? They really don't.
Oh,
but
I might know that one.
Why?
Because they have such big ears.
You are correct. You are correct. Now, here we go. What kind of cars do elves drive?
What kind of cars do elves drive? And we have an answer.
Oh.
Elvis. Elvis. They thought maybe the elves listen to Elvis. That's pretty good.
That is good. That is good. And, some of them do. There's a blah, 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 Christmas with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so well done. Oh,
well done.
But what kind of cars do elves drive? Toyotas.
Toyotas.
I don't write them. I just read them. All right. So if Tracy's there somewhere.
Mini Coopers.
Mini Coopers. I like it. That's the name of one of my elves, by the way. What kind of bread do elves make sandwiches with?
Anybody want to answer?
Anybody? Come on.
Anybody wants it? All right. What kind of bread?
What kind of bread do elves make sandwiches with?
I think I know, but I don't want to say it. I want to see. Give him one more second.
All right. We'll give him
a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody have an answer? Oh, wait. Here we go. Baguettes?
Baguettes. Oh, I like that. But no. No. What do you think?
I was going to say shortbread.
Yes. Oh.
I got it.
shortbread. You are correct, madam. All right. If athletes get athlete's foot, what do elves get?
What do elves get? Anybody? Let's see. If athletes get athlete's foot, what do elves get? Elf. Let me think. We'll do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What would elves get? Tennis elbow? No. Elbow?
Oh, I like that, but no. They would get.
Wait, here we go.
Oh, frostbite.
Close.
Good answer, Aunt Cecilia, but no.
It's mistletoe.
They get They get mistletoe.
Oh my gosh.
All right, last one,
guys.
Why did the elf ask the turkey to join his band?
Why did the elf ask the turkey to join his band? We'll do a countdown. And Aunt Cecilia, you're totally not out. Frostbite is a great answer.
No, frostbite is good.
Yeah, I think that's a really good answer. But no, you're not out. You're awesome for participating. I love it. I'm so grateful for everyone that's here and participating and watching.
Absolutely.
Because the building up of the Christmas spirit is what makes that sleigh go. So, okay, ready? 5. Wait, what's the question one more time?
All right, one more time. Why did the elf ask the turkey to join his band?
Let's see. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody knows.
He always has his drumsticks.
Oh my gosh, Santa. Oh, that's a real gobbler.
Well, that is a gobbler. I'll tell you. All right, Ms. Donna Vee, I have to go.
Okay.
But this has been so much fun, and it's a tradition. So you know what that means. That means I'll see you next year.
I can't wait, Santa.
All right, now, everyone, have a happy Christmas, and it all starts with a smile.
All starts with a
smile.
Thank you so much, Santa. I so appreciate you being here. I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody. But I'll see you next year and maybe even before.
Maybe.
I sleep on the couch.
All right. This is Santa saying bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that was amazing. I'm so excited that Santa was here. I can't thank you enough for being here with us this morning. And if you're just tuning in, you know what? You're going to see a repeat of this. You should check it out because I read off all the names of the boys and the girls that I sent that list up to the North Pole because, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. I want to say thank you so much again to Liliana and Melanie for my Squishmallow. I'm going to have an elf help me sew it because, Rusty got a hold of it. I can't lie. To send out hugs. But the only way that we end, and we always end, is definitely, I'm so happy it made your day. And, I miss it so much. And maybe I'll come back before Christmas because I really would love to read Douglas, A Christmas Tale. You never know. And we definitely need a beginner's guide to the universe, a nugget of truth, the music, all of it. This has made me so happy, but you know how we have to leave, right? You take your right hand and you put it on your left shoulder and your left hand and you put it on your right and you give yourself a squeeze from me. Hug yourself so tight and know that everything's going to be all right. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. And this is me going out. Are you ready? Let's stretch it out, you guys. Ready? Let's do our I ams. I am grateful. I am smart. I am filled with the Christmas spirit, Last one. I am totally grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you really soon. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Solstice, all of it. I hope I didn't leave one out. If I did, just know it's in my heart. Thanks, and have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye, guys.